All right, welcome back. In between episodes, I went ahead and ran up the um the nitrogen dioxide gas and brought over the yellow whatever's metal catalyst. So now we have dinitrogen tetroxide and we have the nitric acid. So all we need to do is hook up some power, and there we go. Now we have rocket oxidizer capsules, which are the easier of the two things that we need to do. The other thing that we need to do is rocket fuel. Yay! Because that requires dimethohydrazine. Yeah, that sounds right. And hydrazine gas. Um, all right. So let's see. So the hydrazine. This I think is the easier of the two to make. So hydrazine requires monochlorine gas and ammonia gas, as well as blue metal catalyst. Monochlorine requires ammonia gas and sodium hydrochloride. All right, what do we need for sodium hydrochloride? Do we already have some of this making somewhere? I want to say we do. At least we have some that kind of look like this. Sodium hypochlorite. Or, is that it? Is that the right thing? Yeah. Um, let's see if we have something producing it. Okay, guess not. So, sodium hydroxide solution. Are we producing some of that somewhere? It's liquid plastic related stuff. Um, Sodium hydroxide in purified water. I I feel like we're doing something like that somewhere. This is hydro. Yeah. Sodium hydroxide solution. Now, what are we doing with this stuff? Everything's stored up. Okay. So I'm thinking, let's see. Let's extend this one out. So I guess we'll kind of start with this for now. I guess we'll keep going north. Why not? Really? Should probably try and floor some of this area. Where do we want to do this? Sorry, I know it's not the most fun watching someone lay down a bunch of pipes, but kind of have to do it. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. We need chlorine gas as well, from the looks of it. Should have some amount of chlorine somewhere near here. So here's our chlorine. Why do we not have any chlorine gas, though? Burning it all? I guess we are. Maybe could have done it, like, right here, and that would have been fine, but we have the space up there, so we might as well do it. To ignore those flashing yellows, because unless it starts beeping at me, there's really no point in checking. Oops. Alright. So that'll take a little bit of time, but it should be fine. We should get plenty of chlorine. We're gonna need some more underground pipes. It's the belt factory. It's not really, belts anymore. Well, like, obviously belts are still in there, in that area, but it's not like just belts anymore. But I think that is a fine enough name. Alright. We need some chemical plants. I wish I had more chemical plants. I think I did this in between episodes, but I went ahead and got the level 4 chemical plants because we had the resources now to do that. Six is probably fine. Is it? I think it's this one. Can't be bothered to do undergrounds for, 2 tiles. So, just gonna use the regular pipes. Okay. Which way do we want to go with this? And what do we need to do next? I think it's this thing. Ammonia gas. That's going to go into another chemical plant. Let's just go ahead. Some nitric. Obviously, I know that we're producing ammonia gas. I just need to figure out where it is. That's all. And that's honestly the hardest part with all the gases is just trying to figure out where they all are. Because, let's be real here, all the symbols kind of look the same. So that's doing its thing. This seems to be it. Where's... Does this have, like, a storage tank? Okay, here. Like, this has to have some kind of storage. Yeah, let's just head north from here. Overall, I thought this was going to be a bit more of a pain. It doesn't seem too bad so far. I think, honestly, the biggest pain is just trying to navigate through all the pipes. There's so many different gases and fluids going through this area. I guess we're gonna have to do a little more finagling to get through here. Just take it one step at a time here. Let's go this way. We'll just kind of follow sort of this path. All right. So waste so many undergrounds doing this, but it's better than you almost can't like do regular piping everywhere. You have to do undergrounds. Otherwise, you're gonna run into issues where things get in the way and you can't like maneuver pipes around if they have different fluids in them because of it. All right. So we need some more chemical plants. Let's place down some belts. Grab some more of our chemical plants. Let's actually place them correctly. Now, remember correctly, what we need is, yeah, just ammonia gas. And this stuff. Definitely going to need some more undergrounds. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead. Some power to this. Now we probably need to change the ratio to this. Alright, so 5 of the sodium hypochlorite for every 4 seconds. How much does this produce? Okay, looks like it's more of an issue of we just don't have enough chlorine. I think our ratio is fine. Now, why don't we have enough chlorine? Oh, because we're completely full up on this stuff, the sodium hydroxide. That's a problem. We need some more warehouses. That's kind of the unfortunate part about doing it kind of like this, is you're just always going to be out. You're always going to be reliant on something else working. And if it's not working, then you're going to be out of luck. Okay, that'll keep things moving for a little bit, hopefully. Go ahead and just pick up some of this manually. Like to try and keep things running. And actually go ahead and get these belts sped up a little. I want to make sure that we have plenty of chlorine gas. I'm curious, why is this not working? Where are we at of up here? Probably, yeah. This science. Wait. You. Okay. I think in between episodes, I'll go ahead and try and somehow get this sodium hydroxide belted over. That's definitely part of the problem right now. Or that would help solve some of our issues. 2 of our issues. Getting enough science to, continue doing stuff, but also using up some of that hydroxide and sodium hydroxide to keep the chlorine moving. So, yeah, that'll definitely be like an in-between parts thing. I won't subject anyone to that. Alright, so let's go ahead. Some storage up here. So now that we have now that we have some of this monochlorine gas, we can go ahead and get some blue metal catalysts so that we can make hydrazine, hydrogen chloride gas. So we need to find where we're doing the blue metal catalyst. It's somewhere over in this area. Right here. So where are we actually sending it? Right now. Because we might already be sending it pretty close to where we need it at the moment. Alright, looks like it's going that way, so why don't we go ahead. Go north here, split off from what we were doing down there, and go north. Oops. Darn it. What was using that? Something was using it. Yeah, over here. Okay, so now that we have blue metal catalyst, ammonia gas, and whatever this other gas was that we just made, now go ahead and make hydrazine gas. So that requires chemical plants. Yep, that makes sense. What's the ratios on that? 50 monochlorine. This produces... Okay, every 4 seconds. Okay, so just a 1-to-1 ratio should be satisfactory. Which is a game that I have not played, but I've heard is good. Alright, let's grab you. Let's actually set these so that we know what they need to be. And we need ammonia gas, which shouldn't be too difficult to set up. Oops. You need to come over to this side first. Alright. Might as well go ahead and just set up the other side. I can't draw in a straight line. Let's see. Flare stack on this side because I can't be bothered to actually connect that up to wherever else we're producing the gas. Oh shoot, this is probably going to produce metal catalyst, isn't it? That's the one thing that I really wish they didn't do, is I kind of just wish it would consume it. Like, I realize that it is probably better to not have it consume it and allow you just to recycle it. That way you're not wasting a bunch of iron and stuff on these metal catalysts. But it gets so tedious to have to run it back to some place where I can use it again. We actually need to... do offset. And place down some storage. Awesome. We have hydrazine gas, which is one of the two things we need for rocket fuel capsules. So I think I'm gonna say let's put a cut in here for now. I'll go ahead, run this back someplace, and then I'll run the sodium hydroxide, a line of that all the way over to here. Fuck my life. That, and it's too much to expect bots to do that. We really have to belt it, unfortunately. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part.